Hey guys, it's Demetrius, and I am back for day eight of my personal growth video challenge. And today I want to talk about um, doing what's going to make you happy in your life. Too often, I believe, and just speaking from my personal experiences, we get caught up in the roar of the crowd, what everybody is telling us we should be doing, or what's best for us, or what they see in us as it relates to what they feel like we should be doing. And many times we end up going in that direction based off of what someone else is telling us is best for us, but that's not actually what's going to make us happy. And so yesterday, me and my wife were together last night, and we were having a discussion on the way home from taking my son for some pizza and ice cream. And we were having a discussion on the way home, and she was sharing with me about a friend of hers who had made a decision to walk away from what she currently does, and she does really well for herself, and but she's not happy, and she trusts my wife and knows my wife's attitude as it relates to um, you know being in control of your own life, wanting to feel free, and to look at other alternatives of income making so you can live the life you desire to live. And so she was sharing that with me, and how her friend was saying, people around her, family members and friends and things like that, were telling her she was crazy. And it got me to thinking about myself and my own personal journey, and how when I was in the Marine Corps, and I was at a crossroads where I was getting ready to make a decision whether I was going to re-enlist or whether I was going to get out, and how I called home looking for some support, and spoke to some family members who shared with me that they thought I was making a huge mistake, that getting out wasn't the best thing for me, and that I was going to regret it, and I needed to stay in. And I did not, and I still do not dislike the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps was very good to me, opened up a lot of doors for me, and was great for me as it related for me going from a kid to a young man, because I joined the Marine Corps at 18 years old. That being said, going through that process and listening to what everyone was saying to me, things that people were saying around me, even my supervisor at the time, who I respected his opinion, felt like, hey man, you're making a mistake. You really should stay in. And so I had a dream though, as a kid, to do something else with my life, and that I felt like that my opportunity was at that point. And to make that dream a reality, I needed to step out on faith and get out of my comfort zone, and to just leap, so to speak. And I struggled. I struggled for, after I came out of the military, I struggled for a year and a half, 2 years. Financially, I went to school, but I stayed with my aunt, and it wasn't easy. But eventually, that dream that I had did become a reality, and I believe it became a reality only because I took that leap of faith, and instead of listening to what everyone around me was saying, I knew what was going to make me happy. And so I stepped out and went after what was going to make me happy, versus where I could be comfortable and making income just to get by. And so all that being said is, I'm saying all that to say that I really think that too often we get caught up in what our parents say we should be doing, or what people around us say we should be doing. And in all actuality, there were dreams birthed into all of us. You and I have had ideals of what we desire to be or do with our lives, and may not actually be able to point to that thing exactly, but what you're currently doing is not what makes you happy. It doesn't fulfill you. It's not, you don't feel compensated correctly for the time you put in and things like that. And so on and so forth in other aspects of our lives. I mean, this can I think apply to a number of different things in our lives in general. That being said, I think that it's just important for us to get to the point to where it's okay to listen to others, but ultimately we got to get to the point where we pray and listen to a higher power for the direction we should go with our lives. And if any time that we're doing something and fear is the main motivator for us staying in that thing that we are thinking about leaving, or or fear is that thing driving us to going into that thing that we're thinking that maybe this isn't for us, then maybe we should, really pray about it, reevaluate, and think about what's going to make us happy ultimately moving forward in our lives. That being said, this is Demetrius Flowers again. Hopefully you got something out of it. I know I did. It just had me thinking about even where I am now currently in my life and some of the steps I'm making to ensure that I'm happy long term with the man that I'm becoming for my family. And so, day 8 in the books. And I should be getting back at you all with day 9 here shortly. Thanks. Hope you have a great weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.